Never tried to take Taiwanese MRT yet, right?
Too nervous, so I just order an Uber everywhere. And she's like, whoa, it looks crowded. That's something I think Americans like, personal space more. Like that looks so full.
Oh, it's
Quiet. I feel like I have to whisper.
like how's the MRT so far?
Organized, clean. So far, no rats.
You said you never tried to take Taiwanese MRT yet, right? No.
I'm too nervous, so I just order an Uber everywhere because I don't want to look stupid around a bunch of strangers, so I just avoid it. But I did buy a card.
Like the easy car, right?
Yes.
Oh.
It has no money on it. I just bought it, I liked it, and now I need to use it. Yeah, I've heard that transportation or public transportation in Asia can be a bit complicated compared to maybe what we have in the West. And back where I live, you just drive everywhere.
Oh, right. So here in Taipei, like this is how it looks. Yeah, let's go inside and see, right? You're gonna be our leader for Taipei 101.
I am?
So we are here, like at G06, and now we need to go look to Taipei 101. Taipei 101 is here.
Oh gosh. Okay, so
we need to
get
transfer
off on main station, and then we go to Taipei 101.
So, like now we have the green line, right?
Yes.
Like, Taipei main station is here. It's a red line.
Oh wait. Oh god. I'm not even. I was looking at the blue line. Okay.
So-
I'll get so lost. Okay, going to the red line.
Yeah.
Take the red line
Yeah.
to Taipei 101.
Right. So, like we will need to transfer at each station.
Okay. At the Chiang Kai-shek
Yeah.
Memorial Hall.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, so let's go. Like when you're in MRT, like you cannot drink or eat in
Oh.
MRT.
And I'm really.
Yeah.
What about like being on your phone?
Yeah, you can be on the phone.
Even phone call?
I mean, you can, but like, you cannot speak too loud. Like otherwise, it's gonna be a little bit
Okay.
impolite.
Okay.
And do you know what is this for? No.
I mean, that says waiting line, so I'm gonna assume that you just wait. Do you like line up here when it arrives?
Sometimes, like when it's too many people, like you will need to wait in the line.
Oh,
So-
interesting. So they have it like just mapped out,
Right. But like how's the MRT so far?
organized, organized, clean. That's I haven't been to the New York subway stations. What I've seen is really not good. So far, no rats. So that's good.
And do you see like this thing?
The
it's-
doors?
Yeah, but it's kind of like to protect people from like
Falling
down.
in. Yeah, that's true. They didn't have that in Amsterdam.
Yeah.
The only other place I've taken this, it's kind of like, oh, you fall, it's your fault. And she's like, whoa, it looks crowded. That's something I think Americans like, personal space more. Like that looks so full.
Oh, it is a lot of people. Let's go.
Okay.
So like, how's it?
It's good. It's quiet. I feel like I have to whisper.
But you cannot speak too loud here, right? Because if you speak loud, it's not kind of impolite.
Yeah. And then where do we go now?
So how's it? No, we can stop here first.
Now I don't know where to go.
You see like it's crowded, like people like running, right?
Yeah, it's very busy. I'm like, where do we go now?
So
This is the red line.
Yeah.
I'm assuming we probably need to get on that one.
but there's like two ways, right? The train is going. So
Okay.
like the way you can tell like where we need to go, like see like the last name of the station, Tamshui. You see like Tamshui on the train. See? Like it says like the last, like kind of like the last stop. And like the one like we need to go like
Is Xiangshan.
So
Okay.
like we need to try to find like where to go to Xiangshan.
Oh, I see a Xiangshan.
Is it complicated so far or not?
No,
No.
it makes sense.
Okay.
It makes sense. Now, if I was alone, I would be lost.
Like how does it look like?
It's clean. It reminds me of an elementary school classroom for some reason. Check my map. Okay, yeah, Taipei 101/World Trade Center.
Right.
Okay. And right now we got on this one, so we have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stops.
Yeah. And I see like it still says in English like where it's gonna go.
Yeah, there's a lot of English, which is nice for me.
You can see like the lights are flashing, right? And also, like, usually when you go out, like, people are gonna wait for people to go out first.
Before they enter. Interesting. I feel like it's like a
System, right?
yeah, it's a good system here, whereas it's more of like a crash, unorganized in the U.S.
So yeah, let's go. So like, how do you feel about like MRT? Like, how was the experience? Like, we made it to Taipei 101.
Yeah, I made it somehow. Somehow we made it here, all thanks to me and my extreme intelligence and ability to navigate things. But yeah, it's very simple. I mean, the map, there's a lot on it. But I mean, if you just, think through it critically, then you'll get there. And it makes sense. It's organized. It's clean. So yeah, overall, just A+ for Taiwan MRT or Taipei MRT. I don't know about the rest of Taiwan.
So it's not that hard to like get around MRT, right?
No, it's easy. There's lots of signs. It's in English, so that helps a lot. And yeah, overall, I will be taking it alone.
I'm sorry, but I could not work in Taiwan. The thing that in Europe, life sometimes is a bit easier, and not just because of money, it's because of the cost of living. For example, it's crazy for me how expensive are the rents here. We have always those weekends off, and this that I never need to do any, overtime.
In Alaska, if you just finish your shift, if you don't leave, they look at you. Why don't you leave? Like, you have to leave.
Yeah.
But here, if you leave before your boss, oh, that's the thing. That's like, that guy is gonna leave the job or something, or doesn't care about the job. How's the pay in Europe? Like, is it worth working there?
Very depends the country, but in overall, I have the feeling that in Europe, life sometimes is a bit easier, and not just because of money, it's because of the cost of living. For example, it's crazy for me how expensive are the rents here. Like, how expensive are the rents, and how small flats are here sometimes for the price that you are guys paying. In Europe, it's just, I have the feeling, a bit easier to live comfortably, even with less money. So it's not like we have plenty of time, because the day is 24 hours at the end and we need to sleep. So it's not like we have so much more time than you, but it's true that I have the feeling that people enjoy themselves more. Like, we have always those weekends off. The time after work is something where we normally just cook, watch our TV series. On the weekends we meet with our friends, and I have the feeling that it's just a bit easier to do it there than here. I have some friends working here in Taiwan, and they have issues to even, go to Europe sometimes to visit their family because they don't have any holidays. And I know that in Europe it's a bit easier, but also I don't want to say that it's heaven. Like, we also need to work to try not so hard like people are trying here. Like, I have the feeling that people get nervous when they have to wait, 5 minutes for something. In Europe it's just so normal that, yes, you have to wait, that, things are not coming so quickly. It's normal that sometimes things are not coming just like that. So this is the difference. Like, I think we are more relaxed. This is very good. People here are in a rush. I have the feeling that all the life here is in a rush. Like, people are just jumping, from the metro station to their work, later to home and this. And in Europe, life is just going a little bit slower. So we don't have problem to wait for the things sometimes a bit. So the waitress doesn't have to fly. She can just walk.
Would you like to work here or Europe? I need your honest opinion.
I'm sorry, but I could not work in Taiwan. I could not work in a Taiwanese company. I'm working remotely for a European company, and I'm very happy to do so. And you can call me lazy, I don't mind. But the thing is that my over 20 days of holidays and this that I never need to do any, overtime, it's just worth it. Especially that the money, I don't think is different. Like, I think the money there and here is quite similar. So no, I would not work in a Taiwanese company as long as I don't have to.
I worked in Alaska, and I worked in Taiwan. Of course, I'm still working here. In Alaska, if you just finish your shift, if you don't leave, they look at you. Why don't you leave? Like, you have to leave.
Yeah.
Just go away. You cannot stay there, because if you stay there, they kind of need to feel like they need to pay you overtime. But here, if you leave before your boss, oh, that's the thing. That's like, that guy is gonna leave the job or something, or doesn't care about the job. They feel like you are less, or you don't care about the job here. And that is one thing. Like, when I was working, everybody had to wait for the time, wait for the boss to leave. Then they can feel like, okay, I can kind of wrap up everything and then leave. Otherwise, they couldn't leave.
That's a bit sad for me. I think it's very important to have the strict boundaries. Like, here's my job, here's my free time, and my free time is holy. For me, my free time is holy. I never leave my job even 1 minute after time. So yeah, that's my opinion, and I understand the cultural differences. It's okay. Just guys, if you're watching, keep in mind, like there are places in the world where we do the things a bit differently.
Yeah,